Hi everyone, and welcome to your Britpop and 90s indie news video for the beginning of February. I hope you've all had a great start to the year, you've got through January, and we're here now in February. Now, I actually thought that January was going to be a bit of a dry spell for news, but in fact there's a few things come out and there's lots of stuff to talk about. So, let's not wait any longer. First, if you're new to the channel and you've not seen anything before, then please subscribe and show your support for the channel. And if you really like the videos, then give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate, and every little bit of help really supports the channel. So yep, please, thank you very much. So, first of all, I want to kick things off by saying that if you had pre-ordered the new wave box set from Demon Music Group that was going to include These Animal Men and Smash, then you probably received some emails end of January, beginning of February, telling you that the release date has been pushed back from February all the way back to November of this year. That's nearly the end of the year. But I've got a little bit of news for you. This is due to licensing problems that have been happening. There have been some issues that needed resolving in the background, and it's taken a lot longer than anticipated. So until then these things get resolved, the release has been pushed back to November. They've given themselves plenty of time to do this. I just hope that the finished product that they advertised when it was first released, I mentioned it back last year in 2022, I hope the finished product isn't different to what you've been sold in the first place. I hope it's the same thing, because if they don't get these licensing issues resolved, they might change it, they might take some stuff away. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we're going to look at Electrasy have got their third album, Wired for Dreaming. It is on Bandcamp right now, and it should be on Spotify very soon if it's not already. That is there. It's very rare. Came out early 2000s from Electrasy. But if you've got a copy, I'd love to know if you've got an original copy. If not, like I've said, it's on Bandcamp for you to listen to, and it should also be on Spotify very soon. I just wanted to say that I will be doing a full review of Wired for Dreaming in my next video. So please subscribe and look out for that. It'll be really good to see you listening to that. Moving on. Some early 90s stuff now. We have got Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. They have announced they are releasing a box set of their second album, 30 something. It is a 3 CD box set and a DVD. Now, I only owned the first and third albums from Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. I don't own the second one. So I'm in two minds whether to go and get it or not. I think I'd like to get the original first. So yeah, I'm not the biggest Carter fan, but I do enjoy the big songs, if you know what I mean. I like Sheriff, Fat Man, and The Only Living New Boy in New Cross or whatever. I can't more stumble in there, you know what I mean? But I have a couple of their albums. This box set looks great. It includes a poster booklet, and it's got the DVD is the very rare In Bed with Carter, which was previously only available on VHS back in the 90s. So if you've got that and you want to upgrade to a DVD, I'd be on it now. If you haven't got it, get on this DVD box set and purchase it. Now, there's also going to be a remastered recording of a gig in 1991 at the Kilburn in London. So yeah, all Carter fans should definitely get on this. It looks a pretty big, hefty box set, and it'll look great on display and stuff. It's going to be released on the 10th of March this year, so jump on that. Now, some Ash news next. Following on after the success of their Splatter vinyls that came out last year of 1977, and Free All Angels, Ash are giving their second album, Nuclear Sounds, the same treatment, and this time it's in a gorgeous white with yellow splatter effect on it. I'd really love to have some of these splatter effect vinyls by Ash, I really would. I'm going to reach out and see if they've got any promo copies going, because I'd really love it to show that off to people, you know what I mean? It looks gorgeous. Right, up next, we have a band that I'd never heard of, an indie band that were, well, by the looks of it, active throughout the 90s, most of the 90s, and when Steve from Everything Indie Over 40 posted about it, I was intrigued. And it's a band called Blueboy. Now, never heard of Blueboy before. Please let me know if you've heard of Blueboy before, or even seen or heard of any of their music. They're releasing a double album of all their singles, A-sides and B-sides from 91 to 98. Now, like I said, I've never heard of this band until Steve put it on Twitter. So I'm hoping to use this box set. I want to get hold of the copy of this box set and use it as a gateway into the band and see for myself what the good songs are on that. I want to take a deep dive into it, session into this band, and have a good listen. Now, if you have heard of the band Blueboy, then please let me know in the comments below and let me know what songs I should listen to first. What are your favourite songs? Definitely what are the songs I should be looking out for. I'd really like to know people's thoughts on Blueboy, the band. Right, next we've got a couple of big hitters from the 90s coming up next. Inspiral Carpets are releasing a brand new box set compilation, and it's going to be on double vinyl and also 3 CD box set, and it's going to be released digitally. Now, for some reason, the double vinyl is just your standard black, but they've decided to go and call it black licorice. I don't know what different shade of black that's going to be. You know what I mean? If you buy the black version, please let me. I'd love to know, or send me a picture of what it looks like. I'm presuming it's just going to be black. You know what I mean? But hey ho, trying to appeal there to people who want a different colour, I suppose. That's what they want. It's going to include all 24 singles from 1988 to 2015, and it's going to be released on the 17th of March. So you've not got too long to wait. It's going to be released next month. I mean, you can order it. You can pre-order it now. There's a link, as always, down below in the description section of these news videos. Definitely go check it out. I don't actually. I looked through my collection, and I actually don't own any Inspiral Carpets albums up to this day. I only own a previous compilation of theirs that came out in the 90s. So I'm interested to get this. It looks really nice, and I think I'd love to have on display. But I'm definitely going to have to remedy not having any of the originals and get them in my collection this year. Now, another big hitter now, the Boo Radleys. Not only have they announced that they have got a new album coming out called 8, they've released a single called Seeker, but to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their third album, Giant Steps, they are also re-releasing Giant Steps, going on tour to support the re-release of it. Now, the dates are on screen now, and there are not many dates to pick at, and as usual, none of them are near my town of Scunthorpe. It's no surprise in there. But in fact, there's only 7, and 4 of them seem to be down, if I've got my geography right. 4 of them seem to be down south, and the rest are in Ireland and Scotland. This is a bit rubbish. Come on, boys. You was a big band before, and with the current cost of living crisis, I wouldn't be surprised if some people would be put off with the factoring in travelling and the cost of having to get accommodation. You know, you could have done a few. I know times are tough, but do a few more dates, even just throughout the middle of the country. You know, just get a few more shows in, because there's lots of fans, including myself, who I can't make them gigs, and there's lots of fans who are in the same positions as me. They will not travel to these gigs. I'm sure they'll sell out from people in and around where you're doing them. I'm sure they will, but I'm just trying to say that, lads. Come on. Remember the Supernaturals. Their biggest hit was Smile. Now, they released, one of their early releases was called Darkstar, and they only released that on cassette in 1993. Well, for everyone's pleasure, they have actually put this on their Bandcamp now. It's available on Bandcamp, so you don't have to go buying it on eBay or looking for it on Discogs. You can find it there. It's been remastered and published on there for everyone to listen to. So if you're a Supernatural fan, go on to Bandcamp and definitely check that out. It's on there. And speaking of Supernaturals, who remembers Bennett? They had their debut album. It was called Supernatural. Well, Bennett are reforming for a one-off gig. They are back for the first time since 2016. This is exciting news. I like Bennett. They've got some great songs. Probably most remembered for their song Mum's Gone to Iceland. But personally, I'm a bigger fan of Colossal Man. I like Colossal Man. So yeah, get the tickets for Bennett while you can. I'm sure it will be a sellout show. I'd love to go down and see that. But yep, and that is on the Saturday, the 28th of October. So it's a long way away yet, but definitely I'd go buy them tickets if you want to see Bennett. You might not never see Bennett again. And they are just adding to the long line of Britpop shows that are happening this year, when you've got Blur, Pulp, you know what I mean? Everyone's coming out the woodwork this year. Definitely jump on that and go see a few shows. That is everything I've got for this month. Like I said, quiet January didn't turn out to be that quiet after all. So please, give this video a thumbs up if you watched it all to the end. I really appreciate it, and show your support for the channel. And like I said, I'll have that Electrasy video coming up very soon with their third album, Wired for Dreaming. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you for watching.